Some design choices look absolutely amazing in the photos and quietly turn into daily regrets once you actually have to live with them. Today I'm going to break down the top 11 upgrades I see homeowners regret the most, because in today's market, these decisions can literally make or break a sale. Quick context before we dive in. This isn't about telling you what you can or can't do. Your home should reflect you. But after years of helping buyers and sellers, the same patterns keep showing up time and time again. Upgrades that just don't age well. And the worst one surprises most homeowners. Even if you're not thinking about selling today, you should keep this in mind for the future. Let's get into it. Upgrade number 1, garage conversions. Yeah, extra living space sounds great on paper, but in reality, you're often giving up something buyers value even more. Before adding square footage, think about the balance of the entire property. Storage, parking, and usable space matter just as much as an extra room. This one alone stops more buyers than anything else we're going to talk about today. And most homeowners don't find out about this until it's too late. The next one is where homeowners push back the hardest. Upgrade number 2, over personalization. This is the biggest regret I see. When homes are over personalized for one lifestyle, buyers see projects instead of potential. It's like tailoring a suit so specifically that only one person can ever wear it. I've worked with clients who consider removing a bedroom to create a luxury primary suite, but instead what they did is they kept the room intact and used it as a walk-in closet, and it really looked beautiful. That could easily be reversed. Buyers love that type of flexibility. The safest upgrades are reversible, flexible, and don't permanently alter the layout or the bedroom count. The best advice I can give you if you're thinking about a renovation or redecorating is talk to a designer or your realtor first. The best renovations work for you and for the person that owns your home next. That is the one upgrade that most buyers argue about the most. Upgrade number 3, open floor plans that have gone just a bit too far. Open floor plans are still popular, but in some homes, the pendulum has swung too far. When you walk in the front door and can see the kitchen, dining room, living room, and backyard all at once, smaller homes start to feel kind of chaotic. There's no privacy, no sound control, and nowhere to hide the mess. In large luxury homes, openness can work. In more modest homes, buyers often describe it as overwhelming. The key is balance. An open kitchen flowing into a family room works really well. Knocking down every wall usually does not. All right, so we're about halfway through, and the next few ones are the ones buyers complain about the most. Upgrade number 4, home theater rooms. Yeah, dedicated home theaters were once a real status symbol. Today, buyers want flexibility. I sold homes where buyers loved the house, but immediately talked about converting the theater into a bedroom or guest suite. A multi-purpose media or bonus room keeps options open and avoids locking buyers into a space that they'll need to undo. Upgrade number 5, outdoor kitchens. Outdoor kitchens sound luxurious, but they often become maintenance headaches. Weather, rust, pets, and wear add up real fast. I've seen high-end listings where outdated outdoor kitchens were seen as liabilities and not a perk. If you enjoy cooking outside, a high-quality standalone grill or flexible setup usually works better in the long term. Upgrade number 6, both freestanding and jacuzzi tubs. These tubs photograph beautifully in magazines, but they very rarely live well. Standalone tubs take up a lot of space and can be awkward to get in and out of, and cleaning around them gets old like real quick. Jacuzzi tubs are even worse. Jets get dirty, motors get loud, and many end up just not even getting used. If you want a spa-like feel, a deep soaker tub or a well-designed shower system is usually a better long-term choice. Upgrade number 7 that you might regret: oversized islands and waterfall edges. A well-sized island improves a kitchen. A poorly sized one absolutely ruins it. Too large and it blocks flow, appliances can't open properly, Walkways feel tight. Clearances under 42 inches become just a daily frustration. Waterfall edges, they look great in showrooms, but they chip easily, cost more, and often reduce seating comfort. Designed for function first and not what looks great in a magazine. Upgrade number 8, marble countertops. Bet you this one surprises you. Marble's stunning, but it's high maintenance as well. Etching, staining, and scratches happen real fast. I've seen marble damaged by red wine, lemon juice, olive oil, and everyday cooking. Many homeowners love the look of it at first, but then they find themselves constantly stressed out because they're concerned they're going to ruin their countertops. Quartz with marble-style veining gives you the look that you want without the anxiety. It's far more durable and buyer-friendly. Hey, I need a favor. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video. Upgrade number 9, elaborate backyard playsets. Big playsets and oversized yard features feel fun at first until buyers ask to have them removed. Kids outgrow them quickly. I speak from experience. And these features are often taste-specific and hard to relocate. Temporary, removable options protect both lifestyle and resale. Upgrade number 10, open shelving and glass cabinets. They look incredible in photos, model homes, and short-term rentals, but living with them is a completely different story. Dust, grease, fingerprints, everything shows. Every plate, every mug, every cereal box has to be staged. And unless you enjoy constant upkeep, it gets frustrating real fast. I've had clients love their open shelving when they bought the house. Less than 6 months later, they were already converting it back to traditional cabinets because the storage, it's just impractical and the maintenance was exhausting. If you want that look, compromise. Use a small section of open shelving or a single frosted glass cabinet for display pieces. Keep the rest closed and functional. Upgrade number 11, above ground pools. Pools in general in Victoria are a negative. They definitely make a house harder to sell. Above ground pools almost never add value and often hurt it. Buyers usually ask just one question: how much is it going to cost to get rid of it? They're seen as temporary, unattractive, and an insurance liability. At the end of the day, upgrades are supposed to make your home easier to live in, not harder to sell later. If you're planning a renovation, think about how hard it's going to be to undo what you're about to do. I'm really curious. Which one surprised you the most, and which one do you think I'm wrong about? I'd love to hear your comments.